Hey guys, it's me, Shani, and today we are going to be doing another girly haul. I have nightgowns, vintage makeup, I have all sorts of things to show you, so if you're interested, then keep on watching. I'm going to start with the vintage makeup. I think that is just a fun way to start. I recently went to New York to visit my fiance's family and it was super fun, and there we went to Kingston, New York. I believe it was a new town I had never seen before, and there was a vintage magazine store, almost like a vintage book and magazine store. It was super cool to look through some of these old magazines, books, and catalogs. It was so cool, and so naturally I found a vintage makeup ad. This is from the brand Santox, which I have never heard of before. Look at this girl right here. This is what made me want to get it. But I love the detailing, and it's a summer ad for their products, and it is just so cool. And it says, "Summer in the sun and salt sea breezes, what sunburn and freckles and face harshness they mean to many a pretty little seashore girl who isn't careful." So it's for their complexion powder and their, what does that say? Complexion cream right here. I had never heard of this brand, and if you look at the very bottom here, it actually says 1918, so this is super old, and I was just so excited to find it. I just love the imagery, especially at the top, and her little umbrella. Oh my gosh, so cute. You can pause to read it also, but I was just so excited. I love the imagery here. And from 1918, I mean, I just think that's so cool to have the original ad. Yeah, so I will definitely have to do a little bit more research on Santox, the brand, but I was excited to add this to my vintage ad collection. I went antiquing with my amazing friend Nikki while she was visiting, and it was so fun, and I found two vintage makeup things while we were shopping there. One of them is this vintage Revlon lipstick, and this is so perfect. It is white packaging, and this one is a Lanolite B Revlon lipstick, and the shade is Love That Red. And I was so intrigued when I found this. I do collect vintage lipstick and vintage Revlon lipstick, but I was so excited when I opened it. Not only does it have the original red color, yes, there's a little mold here, but it's brand new. If you look closely, it is completely brand new. No one ever used this, so I was so excited to find this brand new and add it to my vintage Revlon collection. I have one other one that's in that same packaging, but look at the difference. This one is like so much older looking, and this one's just so brand new, but it's the same packaging. And this one is lustrous, and this one's lanolite, so I think I'm saying that right. So they are a little bit different here, but what I found on this is that the Love That Red shade became a shade in 1951, but the Lanolite lipstick didn't come out until 1954. So this is probably mid to late 1950s, which is super cool, and I love that it's brand new. And look at the red color, like it's stunning. I tried to do a red color today to kind of match it. Love this product. It was $20, I believe, but it was worth it in my opinion. Then also at the same antique store, I also found my first vintage mascara. I was so excited. So this is a vintage Max Factor. If you can see here, it says Max Factor Hollywood right there. And this is a really nice gold tube. It's just pretty like weighted. And on the bottom it says black. I don't know if it's even gonna show because it's so tiny that it says black, but it is a black shade. And I was going through all the lipsticks at this antique store, and that's where I found this, and this was next to it, and I thought it was just like one of those long lip pencils, but then I opened it and it was a mascara, and I just couldn't believe it. If you know me, I love makeup, but I think if I had to pick my favorite, like cannot live without, it would be mascara. So to have a vintage mascara is just so exciting. So, oh, and also I didn't even show on this side, it has a little Max Factor logo, and it still has some of the remnants of the black mascara here, but the wand itself, if it will focus, the wand itself is a grooved metal rod, and that's definitely not what you would find nowadays. Now we have the brush mascara wands, but this type was how mascara wands began. But Helena Rubinstein was the one who came up with this at first. There's some debate on that, but anyways, she was the first to patent it, and it came out in 1957, I believe, and this one, this vintage Max Factor mascara, came out in 1958, so it was 1 year after the original one came out. It smells pretty old. So yeah, this is really crazy. This came out in 1958. This one might be early 60s, but even still, this is holding a piece of history here, and it's just funny to like think of mascara today and how they don't look like this anymore, but back then this was the best you could get, and it was revolutionary at the time to have a mascara wand as opposed to a cake mascara where you take a little brush and you wet that like a cake of a mascara. I was just so excited to find this. I paid $65 for this one, but I felt like it was worth it. I could not leave without it, and I'm so excited. So those were the two items I got with Nikki, and then at another antique store in Virginia, actually, Randy and I were passing through Virginia, and we ended up going to an antique store. It was so cool to walk around, and it's just so fun. I love that he loves vintage stuff as well, because we were running around this antique store in Virginia and he was having a blast as well, and I was just so happy. I was so in my element. But I found two vintage makeup items there that he actually purchased for me, which was so sweet. One of them was a brand new Heather Rouge, and it's in the shade Soft Soft Red. And I believe this is from the 40s. I'm not 100% sure on this one. 35 cents originally. It says blends naturally with your skin tone. This is my fourth Heather Rouge. If you remember from my other videos, I first got this one in True Red, and then I got this one. Here's True Red. Gorgeous. Here is the second one. Then I found this Theatrical Rouge from Heather. Super old looking. Here, gorgeous color. And now I found this one, and I was just so excited. I am afraid to open it just because it's like kind of sealed into here. Here's the back, and it tells you the ingredients, which is so cool. And I'll show you a picture I found. I found a picture of what the inside actually looks like in case I can't open it. It is this color right here, a gorgeous pinky red, honestly, is what it looks like. I'm just too afraid to open this one because it is brand new in the packaging. But this one, I think he might have spent $40, $45 on for me. But I was so excited because I have 3 other Heather Rouges, and this one's brand new in the packaging, and I didn't have this design of packaging. I just like could not leave without it. I was so excited. So I love this. So that's my fourth Heather Rouge, and then I found this gorgeous Dewberry face powder. I just love the design here with the bow and the girl. And this is very similar to my other Dewberry powder that I already own. This one here, how gorgeous. This one's in the shade Cream Beige. It's full of powder, so I have to be super careful. But this one doesn't have any powder in it, unfortunately. This one was $20 and I was just so excited to find it because it matches my other one, and I love Dewberry. Vintage Dewberry products are super cool. And on the back here, I hate that they put a sticker here that I had to take off. I was so upset. The price sticker was right there. I don't know why places do that. It gets me so mad. But anyways, it is hypoallergenic, as non-allergenic as modern science can make it, and it is in the shade Tropical. So those are my vintage makeup items that I've acquired recently, but let's get into some vintage nightgowns because I have a couple. I might have one other nightgown from the brand Shadowline, but I did find this beautiful nightgown locally actually, and I was so excited to find it. Here is this gorgeous Shadowline nightgown. I believe it is from the 60s. And look at the details here. I don't know if you can see the little like rose buds in the design. And it has a bow here, and it also ties in the back. But it's this gorgeous light pink color. And at the very bottom, it does have the little lace trim. And it is just so cute. Oh my gosh. I feel like it's one of the prettiest nightgowns I have ever seen. It's just gorgeous. Then in Kingston, New York, when I got the vintage ad, I also picked up this gorgeous nightgown. And this, similar to that one, also has some rose detailing. Look at how adorable that is right there. And then the sleeves are kind of frilly. And it's just this gorgeous pink, kind of like corally pink color. This is also a shorter nightgown, and it is just gorgeous with this ruffling at the top. I was so excited to find this. Ugh, the details. And I believe this is from the 50s or the 60s. I just felt like it was a really girly, cute piece to add to my nightgown collection. So we also went to Massachusetts to visit Randy's family, more of Randy's family, and it was so nice and special. And his aunt actually gifted me a couple things, which was so sweet. And one of them is a vintage bedspread, and I could not believe it. I'm upset because it doesn't fit on this bed here. It's bigger than a twin size, so it's gonna have to go on maybe a queen size bed. And it is just so pretty. It is from his grandparents, so they had it at one point, and it is this silky material. I don't know if I'll be able to even show it on camera here. And it's this gorgeous pink color. And then the sides of it are like similar to my bed now, that kind of like hangs off almost like a ruffle. The sides of it are like that. It's just so pretty. I know I can't really show it, you know, on the sides of the bed. This is what it looks like, and this is on top of the bed, but I know I'm not giving it justice. It's too big for me to like completely show you, but it's so pretty. It was just really thoughtful, and I love vintage stuff, so a vintage bedspread is just super cool. She also gifted me, this is not vintage, but it's still super cute, a beautiful dress, and it's the brand Hand of the Free. It's a small, and it's just gorgeous color, like pinky purple vibes, and I just love it. It kind of cinches a little bit in the bottom. The top part almost looks a little bit like a corset, like it's not, but it gives that vibe, and I absolutely love it. So this was so thoughtful, and I can't wait to wear this soon. So also when Nikki was here, we ended up shopping for clothes as well, and we ended up both getting the same dress, which was funny. This is from Sadie and Sage is the brand, but it was at a boutique, and it is this brown plain dress, but I thought for fall this would be really cute. It's just a long sleeve brown dress, and this part's a little bit different of a fabric than this part, but look at how cute. It's a little wrinkled. I need to wash it, but it's just a plain brown dress basically, but I'm excited to style it for fall and maybe wear it for Thanksgiving and any other fall type event. I think it would just be perfect, and I don't have many dresses like this that are just kind of a plain color that you can dress up with a scarf or something, but super cute brown dress. Lastly, for the clothing items, I went with Nikki to Altered State, which is a really cool store. And this is such a gorgeous dress I got there. I thought it kind of looked Bridgerton-esque. It's just so pretty. I really love the details here with the floral and everything. So I was excited to pick this one up too. At another antique store while I was with Nikki, I found this Gone with the Wind magnet, and I thought it was so cute. Randy loves this film and he's reading the book right now, and it says you should be kissed and often, so I got this and show, you know, almost for him but for our fridge, and I thought that was cute. And then I got two books from two different places actually, from a used bookstore near me. I actually found this book that was on my want to read list on Goodreads. It's called Pretty Honest, and it is about beauty and just kind of a different take on beauty, I guess. I'm not sure exactly what to expect in this book, but I know it's beauty related and I know it was on my want to read list, and it's a nice hardcover book and it was only $4, so I was super excited to pick this one up. And then at a thrift store for $1.99, Randy and I got this vegetarian cookbook. I'm a vegetarian, so I don't know, for $1.99 we were flipping through it and I was like, why don't we just buy it, because there was a couple recipes we liked on here. So yeah, I'm excited to look through this and make some awesome vegetarian meals. At the same thrift store, I got the vegetarian cookbook. I also got this glass here. It almost reminded me of pink depression glass. You might see my lip mark on it because I was drinking water out of it, but I thought it was so pretty. It just is really nice design. It was $9 for the one glass, which for the thrift store is kind of a lot probably. There's water in here, so I don't know if I can show you, but the design on the bottom is super pretty too. But anyways, I thought I had to get it just because I loved the pink color and it is just very elegant looking, so I found that at a thrift store recently. I think that is it for my girly haul. I hope you enjoyed and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye!